I was balancing a paper plate of cake when she said it. Vanilla frosting, blue candles, a room full of people who loved pretending. My son is your husband's child. The word child landed like a dropped glass. Silence spread. Eyes turned. Someone coughed. I felt the room lean toward me, waiting for the collapse. She smiled, the same smile she practiced in mirrors. She held up the will, creased, confident, like a verdict. "So I'll take half of your 800K house." I said, "Oh, I see." I tried to hold back my laughter, because my husband was already dead, and so was her plan. I met her long before I married him, my sister, my shadow. She borrowed my clothes, my friends, my attention. She always wanted what I had, never what I needed. When I brought him home, she watched him like a cat watches a moving dot. He noticed. He looked away. We built something careful. Coffee in silence, Sunday walks, a house with windows that caught morning light just right. He trusted me with passwords. I trusted him with time. We didn't talk about kids after the surgery. We didn't have to. Cancer makes decisions for you. It leaves scars you don't explain at parties. The signs came quietly. A text that lingered too long on her phone. Her sudden expertise in my husband's schedule. A baby announcement timed too close to his late meetings. I noticed patterns the way some people notice weather. Slowly, precisely. I didn't cry. I counted. I checked bank statements. I pulled call logs. I listened. Then I found the clinic report again, buried in our files. The one that said permanent. The one that said impossible. I kept my face calm at the funeral. I held her when she sobbed too loudly. I watched the baby sleep, his eyelashes fluttering like a performance. Grief makes people careless. That's when I planned. I didn't confront. I constructed. First, the will. I had it authenticated. Paper ages in predictable ways. Ink tells the truth if you know how to ask. The signature wasn't his. The date overlapped his hospital stay, sedated, signed nowhere. Second, the house. She assumed ownership lived in emotion. It didn't. 2 years earlier, my husband and I moved the property into a revocable trust. My name, my terms. He did it quietly, after my sister asked too many questions about equity. Third, the child. I ordered a DNA test using samples she never thought to guard. A pacifier, a hairbrush. Science is patient. It doesn't care who cries. The result came back clean. 0%. I waited. Back in the living room, the candles burned low. She stood taller, emboldened by witnesses. "You'll hear from my lawyer," she said, already tasting victory. I smiled. Not wide, just enough. "Do it," I said. Then I reached into my purse and placed 3 envelopes on the table, one by one. The room leaned in again. The will analysis, the trust deed, the DNA report. Her smile cracked. Just a line at first. She laughed too loudly. "This is sick," she said. "You're grieving." I leaned closer. My voice stayed even. "He was sterile after chemo. You knew that. That's why you forged the will." The room went very still. She grabbed the DNA report, eyes skimming, then stopping. Her hands shook. "That test is fake." I tapped the lab stamp. Federal lab, chain of custody included. Someone whispered my name. Someone else stepped back. I added the last piece, softly. "And the house? It's mine. Has been for years." Her son started crying, a high, thin sound. She didn't pick him up. After, the party dissolved into excuses and apologies that weren't meant for me. She left early, pushing a stroller like it weighed a ton. The lawyer never called. I went home alone. I unlocked the door that belonged to me. The house breathed around me, familiar and safe. I sat on the floor and let the quiet settle. I didn't feel triumph. I felt alignment. like a bone set back into place. Betrayal teaches you where the edges are. Revenge, done right, teaches you where the center is. I poured a glass of water. I looked at the windows catching the last of the light. I laughed then, finally, quietly.